You ain't black.
The gentleman from Texas, Mr. Green, is recognized for 60 minutes as the designee of the minority leader.
I rise, Mr. Speaker, as the only member of the House of Representatives to be removed from a joint session of Congress and thereafter to be censured. I have been censured, Mr. Speaker, but I have not been silenced.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And if you want to talk about language that precipitates this kind of behavior, language that may in some way influence people, then you're going to have to start at the top. You're going to have to start at the top. You're going to have to start with a president of the United States who told police officers, you don't have to be nice when you're arresting people. President of the United States who told people at one of his rallies that they could assault someone who was there and not to worry about it. President of the United States who says ugly things about people. President of the United States who came right here and right at that podium where the speaker is, the podium just below the speaker, and called Democrats lunatics. And called Democrats lunatics.
Well, I mean, there's only one way to find out.
It is not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. It's not a criminal. It's a crime. It's not a crime.
The idea that you could sell, my legislation says there can be no more than 8 bullets in a round, okay?
Let me just say, I love Venn diagrams. I really love Venn diagrams. You know, the circles, right? 3 usually.
What is it? What is the crime, sir? Specifically.
You asked me to answer the question. I answered the question.
No.
RICO, you're obviously not familiar with. Corruption
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. RICO is not a crime.
That's my
But also, if you shoot with an AR-15, let's say you shoot a deer, you can't eat it. Because you basically demolish
In addition to that, but
Jamal Bowman, who represents much of the Bronx in Westchester County, is under investigation for pulling a fire alarm before the House voted on the funding bill earlier this evening. A camera captured Bowman pulling the alarm. He says it was an accident and told reporters he was trying to get through a door.
Lunatics.
I will say this. The president has done more to secure the border and to deal with this issue of immigration than anybody else. He really has.
I want to tell you, Gorsuch, I want to tell you, Kavanaugh, you have released the whirlwind, and you will pay the price. You won't know what hit you if you go forward with these awful decisions.
So suck it up, and defunding the police has to happen. We need to defund the police and put that money into social safety nets.
Maybe this has to do with the fact that people aren't paying their rent and are scared to pay their rent. And so they go out and they need to feed their child and they don't have money. So you maybe have to, they're put in a position where they feel like they either need to shoplift some bread or go hungry that night.
And I will never stop saying, not only do we need to disinvest in police, but we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
Vote blue no matter who.
Hi, everybody. It's Rosie O'Donnell, star of the Flintstones. Listen, I have a cold sore. I know. Happens. Get run down, you know.
So next time we win power, we're going to drive that car like we stole it. We're going to legalize every dreamer's parents, every hardworking American doing backbreaking work that makes this country so goddamn great in the first place, even greater as U.S. citizens.
And in the same way that when we talk about defund the NYPD, the entirety of the push is defund the NYPD and refund all of these different social services and things that actually create safety.
What a bunch of losers.
Lunatics.
It's okay.
There are no election deniers on our side of the aisle. You see?
Get a good copy of him. Let him get recorded in history for what he's doing today. Let his children see him. Let his children know that he was standing in the way of all children being educated. Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let them see you. This is him. Look at it.
Persistent and poisonous inequities and injustice. And please, show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
I probably smoke more Parmesan cheese than anyone that you know, I'm sure, Tracy.
Governor, you previously opposed an assault weapons ban, but only later in your political career did you change your position. Why?
Yeah, I sat in that office with those Sandy Hook parents. I've become friends with school shooters. I've seen it.
Kamala did what Kamala always does. She just put her head down and she went to work.
I want to change the psychology around crime in New York City because we are the safest big city in America.
Right.
I want people on the subways. It is safe.
Well, if anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind. And
I laugh when people say, oh, you've got Trump derangement syndrome. I think if you're a reasonable person, you should have Trump derangement syndrome.
It wasn't in the script for the trigger to be pulled.
Well, the trigger wasn't pulled. I didn't pull the trigger.
So you never pulled the trigger?
No. I would never point a gun at anyone and pull a trigger at them. Never. That was the training that I had. You don't point a gun at me and pull the trigger.
Yeah, you did. Remember?
Lunatics.
Because the only way to preserve our freedoms and hold on to our humanity is to vote for Joe Biden for president. Really. We don't have a choice.
Don't make us treat you like a criminal. But if you act like a criminal and you violate the law and you refuse to do what is necessary to save lives in this city in the middle of a pandemic, we will take you to jail, period. So that means if you host a party, if you promote a party, if you go to a party, we're not playing games. We mean business, and we are going to shut this down one way or the other. The time for educating people into compliance is over. Bruh. Don't be stupid. Don't come out. Don't advertise on social media. We're watching you.
What is your answer?
C.
C.
Final answer.
Final answer. I think he's getting bored. But he's right again for $250,000.
So whether you love me or hate me, you gotta vote for me.